What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It's your boy LoudCorp here, and I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. I'm back with another awesome video here talking about Black Ops 6. I have some great gameplay in the background and me dominating on a couple different games. You know, top of the leaderboard as always. You know, had to keep it going. You know, always keeping up the tradition. Stay number one, at least in the lobbies that I can control. Sometimes you play against some crazy sweats or full clan of 6, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I kind of want to talk about just like, I guess like some of the things that people have been talking about in the community, stuff I've been hearing, people have been talking. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about this map right here, Babylon, right? And there's a lot of issues that people are finding with this map. Preferably like the number one issue that I want to talk about, because it seems to be the most common that people are bringing up, is spawns. The spawn system in this map particularly is pretty difficult, but man, I gotta talk to you guys real quick about something. Like, I was listening to some people talk about this. I was listening actually to Nadeshot talk about this, and when he talked about this, it made me really think about it, because he was saying like, oh man, back in the day, like domination spawns, this is kind of how it was. And I was thinking, man, it's true. Like, I remember when I was playing MW3, the first MW3, people used to spawn trap so much with LMGs on like the LSW or whatever the gun was, and the MK48, I think that was in the game, different things like that. And then on terminal especially, and they'd shoot through the wall, people would rack up the craziest scores. You can still look it up. Like, I'm pretty sure people were getting 300, 400 kill games. It was insane. It was stuff like you've never seen it. We've never seen 3, 4, 6, 700 kill games. Like, I remember there was this guy on Black Ops 1, and he got something crazy. I forget how many kills it was, but it was crazy. It was ridiculous. I gotta look it up. It was something like 400 or 500 kills. It was insane. And it was with Chopper Gunner just spawn trapping on one of the maps, and it was a classic gameplay. Like, it was a very popular gameplay back in the day, and it was wild. And like, I haven't seen anything like that. Like, people drop like maybe 200, maybe 150. I think the most in the beta was like 170 or something like that, 180. I don't know if anyone broke 200. If they did, that's great, but I don't think anyone's gonna break 3, 4, 500 kills, right? Like, even though the skill, like the spawns are wild, they're not as bad as what they used to be. Like, these are pretty much near perfect. Like, people are really trying to like beat it down to the final little point here with this one, right? And I mean, like, as you can see, you can still play this map perfectly fine. You know, you can look up plenty of videos online of people getting like 150 kills on this map, like just some crazy stuff when they're playing with squads. But like, it's pretty easy to just do mediocrely well. Like, I wasn't hard. This game here, I was literally hardly playing. These players were just absolutely trash. They were dropping like 13 kills in a game. Like, I don't know. It's like one of those first games on, and I was literally eating a granola, like 2 granola bars while I was recording this game, and I was just kind of playing for fun. And it was pretty wild. It was like my warm-up game. But like, I don't know. I don't mind the map. Like, I don't mind the map. I don't think spawns are too insane, but I don't think they need to be like necessarily nerfed into the ground too, and people just always spawn statically on the same points, because the problem with spawn trapping is that might make it worse too. Like, people don't necessarily realize how bad things can get. So if people spawn in one spot, that's it, man. That's it. Like, demolition. That's why demolition game mode used to be popular. A lot of people don't play it anymore, but like, man, it used to be popular. I was trying to use this DMR here. I don't know. That's why I switched. The DMR was okay, but it's definitely not good when you're playing against people with the PDW and the C5. So, or C9, I think it is. I don't know. It just doesn't work. Like, it's just no hope in hell. So I had to switch back. So that's why I switched back to this. So as you guys can see, I'm just gonna crush these people like that. And then this guy with the sniper was also just nuts. You guys can see this guy throughout the game. He hit me a couple times. He did the slide shot later on, man. Like, right here. I'm pretty sure he does it right here. Does he do it right here? Yeah, he does it right here. This is insane. Look at this. Like, what am I meant to do? Like, I'm a good player, man. I burst fired. I knew he was coming. I pre-fired with a couple bursts, and I was gonna try to hit him with a flinch if he had an AR or something, but there's nothing you could do against that sniper. So anyways, continuing on, like, things get really bad. Like, if people were stuck in one spot, that's why demolition was really popular. I used to do like a lot of spawn trapping in Black Ops 2. That's kind of when I started like really pub stomping. Like, my best game ever was like, I think like 180 kills on Nuketown. It was with the LSAT target finder sitting on top of the little, like, the ledge of like the building, and you could look through the garage and you would see their like their little things pop up, like their little targets pop up through the garage, and you could just wall bang with FMJ, extended clip, and the target finder. It was insane. It was the most insane setup ever, and I remember just dropping so many load stars and swarms and K9 units over and over and over and over and over. And like I see stuff like that. I mean, there's a few gameplays, but like that used to be common occurrence. Like that used to be like what you would try to just do every couple games, like or every game. Like that's just what you would do. Like every single game was spawn trapped to some degree, especially on small maps like Nuketown, etc. There was never really like, I don't know, like I guess diverse spawns. Like that just wasn't really a thing. People started complaining, and then spawns started getting diverse, and they changed the game up. By the time Modern Warfare like 2019 came around, it really like was like a new era. It was like a new era. A lot of things were fixed. They started moving into new systems. Like the whole game started changing, right? Like they left behind that old narrative, and I don't know. I think it was for the better. I do like the way the system's working right now. Obviously, nothing's ever perfect, right? There's always rooms for improvement. Just like this guy has room for improvement. Like I don't know what he was doing over there. Same with this guy. I don't know what this guy. What was this guy doing? Like he didn't even chase me. I was gonna dodge him out, but then it was gone. He was just gone. Like it's just ridiculous. And then he pulls up just like that. He just like disappeared, and then he pulled up. He didn't know where I went for about 8 seconds, and it was just so simple. But I thought he was gone. I thought my teammate picked him up. So anyway, I guess that's my fault. But besides the point, moving forward, yeah, no, I think spawns are definitely pretty good right now. I think obviously some things can change, but there's definitely some crazier stuff. Look at this play. This is pretty nice here. So I knew this guy just got outgunned. Like that's just accuracy. You know how many times I've shot people behind a head glitch like that across like all the Call of Duty games? I don't know, probably in the thousands. So thank God, right? Otherwise I would have raged there for sure, because I don't like dying too much when it comes to these games. Like if I play one life mode, it's okay, and that's why I like one life mode, because I just don't really suffer a lot of deaths. Maybe I'll die like 3 or 4 times in a search and destroy game or something like that, and usually I do pretty good, and I'm playing with pistols and all sorts of stuff. But when I play these respawn game modes, man, like it's taken me a little bit to start getting used to it again. Like so many people always rounding corners, like at all sides, especially when you're playing solo, right? So that's a whole nother thing, playing solo. Also, you guys see that? You see, I see the lag. That's the lag I deal with on like the daily. Like sometimes it doesn't pick up in the recordings, but damn, man, sometimes I have lag. Look at that stick. That's a nice stick right there. Every time you guys play this map, run up middle, throw a grenade, jump down to the side if no one's up at the top, because they're gonna run down to the bottom. But this time there's people at the top and people at the right, so I didn't jump down just yet. But yeah, you always jump down just like this, and then move across, and you're always gonna pick some people up, just like how this guy's right here, and I picked him up. So yeah, this kind of just like simple tactics. This map kind of plays similarly to I'm trying to think of the map's name. There was like this weird, like, it wasn't like a jungle at a laboratory, but it was kind of like similar to that. I forget what game it was on, but it was kind of similar to this, and like it made me think of it right away. But anyways, moving forward, I think if people want to improve like their understanding of the spawns and the spawn system, it's a classic saying. I mean, practice makes perfect, right? There's a reason why a lot of these people that are really good at the game are good at the game, and generally it's because they've played so much for so long, for so many years, that they have a good foundation, an understanding of what happens in FPS. Like right here, I knew this guy ran out of bullets. I knew he ran out of bullets. I was dodging him. That was just crazy. Like that was just ridiculous. Like I knew I had 2 stems. He had 30 rounds, and then I got behind it. He didn't have FMJ. I could tell right away. So I waited till he was like at like 25 or so. Same with that guy. That guy was running too quickly into our spawn to be teammates. So I shot him with 1 bullet, and he instantly died. I don't know how, but he was a sleeper agent. So that was pretty funny. That's a whole nother thing, man. The sleeper agent, that is the coolest thing of all time in COD. Like I think that's the greatest addition of like in the recent history for Call of Duty. Like it very much reminds me of like Team Fortress 2 and the Spy. It's so freaking cool, man. I think that's the coolest thing. There's gonna be the best clips of all time on Search and Destroy now because of that. I'm gonna get the best clips of all time just trolling people as a sleeper agent and like coming up behind them and all sorts of different things. It's really just like the Spy. You can truly build like a diverse build nowadays, which I think is really, really cool. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed this gameplay, all of these 3 gameplays of me kind of tearing it up here across this and kind of baiting people out and having fun, then leave a like and subscribe. If not, no worries. I appreciate your view nonetheless, and have a great day, guys, and stay loud. See ya. Bye.